It's crazy to think if Texas didn't have massage parlors, maybe the Cleveland Browns have CJ Stroud. I know that's a diabolical intro, but that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Deshaun is still in Houston, and the Browns somehow made a play to get CJ Stroud. We all know that's not how it works, but in that world, the Browns aren't the 32nd franchise, which that is securely where they are right now, I think. I know you have the Titans, but the Browns have money issues down the line as well. Speaking of that quarterback, now, we're obviously all rooting for it, but unless Deshaun Watson can turn it around, that is where they are, in my opinion. Offense, team in general, a lot of injury concerns, but Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku, those are your two long-term skill position, if you want to call tight end a skill position guys. Offensive line, for a long time, it was them in the top 5 for offensive lines year in and year out. Some years ago, not so long ago, but some years ago, and those days seemingly are over. You got Joel Bitonio, who's been pretty consistent throughout his career, and then Teller, I suspect him to turn around. Not a great year, not a horrible year, but bang average, if you want to call it that. But yeah, there is a lot to replace on this offensive line, and then, the other wide receivers, Moore and Tillman, and there's a lot to be desired there. The big question mark is also running back, as Nick Chubb has just not been the same after the injury, and it seems like his career is, I don't know if I would say it's over, but it seems like it could be over. It's crazy he's still an 89 overall X Factor, but it seems over. Quarterback, speaking of, Winston, if I could just force the guy to be a 99 overall, I would. He just seems like such a likable dude, funny as hell. Maybe not. Maybe I don't say that, because he seems like he might have an even brighter future off the damn field. I mean, who doesn't love to hear him just crack jokes and speak? The confidence quote that he had with his unbeatable interception record, it's funny, but also arguably true. What team do you think in the future is going to be holding a quarterback out there, starting them week in and week out, 30 interceptions plus? I mean, that's just not going to happen ever again. But they still do, of course, as funny as he is, as cool as he is, likable as he is, need a quarterback, especially since I don't even think he's actually technically on the roster. I believe he is a free agent right now. Then we move on to the defensive side of the ball, where they are a little bit better. Their linebackers in Madden really aren't being rated accurately here because they actually did pretty well. Jordan Hicks and Tomlinson, they're solid players. The problem is their combined age is over 60. But yeah, they actually had good years. DB, obviously, you're not too worried about this Browns team. There's talks about, Greg Newsome being traded at the deadline, and considering the season that he had, maybe they should have, but I can't imagine the trade value is higher than a fourth, so I understand. And then the big thing, Myles Garrett requesting a trade. The worst thing of the bunch, as they're going to have to find a way to replace him if they are going to trade him, which, I mean, why? I wouldn't. I don't know what kind of, how committed he is to this. Is he going to hold out? What's the story there? Because he's got 2 more years in the contract. He's too good of a player to be like, yeah, let's just get rid of him. He says he wants to go. It's not like a Devontae Adams. I know I always bring it up to the Packers. I'm a Packers fan, but Devontae Adams, where he's still kind of at the top of the league at the time, but he is older, right? So it's it's a little bit like, as an edge rusher, Myles Garrett has 4+ years minimum, whereas Devontae 1 or 2 years at most, it seemed like, and he is slowing down. It seems like that timetable was pretty correct-ish. So yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, if they're going to honor it, which we're going to be doing in this one, they're going to need to go edge. So it seems like Abdul Carter, if he's not gone at 1 overall, which I know would devastate the Browns fans and their franchise itself, seems to be almost like a guaranteed pick. If you're a betting man, that might be the place to bet it. And then the rest, edge, we still need more edge. DT, we need more. I know Hall, he was actually pretty good, and he does deserve that star dev rating. Corner is fine. Real life, maybe you want to add someone a little bit later. Safety, definitely needing a free safety down the line. Although Hickman, what do we got with Hickman? I know he's slow as hell in Madden, but we got anything with Ronnie Hickman? I'm going to probably start him, probably give him a chance. But yeah, this is a Cleveland Browns team that is, like I said, ranked 32nd in power rankings for good reason, because not only is the roster lacking, and they still seemingly need a QB, but they're also locked in at QB financially with Mr. Deshaun. I was going to say some joke, dude. I was going to say something Watson. No, we're not going there. Let's start the rebuild, dude. But if you guys end up enjoying this video, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We do a ton of franchise stuff on the channel, rebuilds obviously included, base franchise as well. And if you're not new, appreciate your continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PK plays for non-Madden content. Been playing some Batman Arkham Asylum Remaster. It's been fun. And let's go into the draft this offseason. I'm hoping we get good value for Myles because he should go for no less than 2 firsts and maybe even a player. But knowing EA, they're like 32nd each year. You're getting a first and a second. Take it or leave it. Which, stop, please. I'm trading to the highest bidder. I don't care who it is. Well, besides interdivisional. So we're at the regressions now, and we've taken some hits. Batonio's dropped 2 overalls. Nick Chubb's lost a few. Thankfully, Njoku hasn't. Defensively, I don't know, outside of like Hicks, maybe Thornhill and Tomlinson. Some of the older guys as expected, but it really, kind of sucks Batonio and Chubb. But we know how Madden goes. Running backs die off really at 28 in the game, let alone 29. But in fairness, in this case, Nick Chubb probably shouldn't even be that high of an overall. I know EA does the whole, injuries, we don't lower overalls because of injuries. It's like, well, you've done that many, many times, actually, so don't lie to us. Oh, crap. Nick Chubb needs a contract. What can I do with that? We're not doing that Eagles 1-year re-sign rebuild, but kind of want to do that for Nick Chubb here. A lot of, kind of depth pieces we're going to be losing, but they're all pretty low overall, so I'm not too worried. I would do a 1-year, 10. I don't want to do any higher than that because obviously he is regressing hard. Ooh, tag's going to be way higher than that too. 13. Okay, I'll do it. Why not? Down to $6 million, but we probably have some money we can save somewhere. I just hope it's not all Deshaun Watson. But yeah, we're losing some players. This is not good. Even Winston's going to be gone. This is bad. We're now in free agency, and there's some older players. You do have a guy like Hufanga, 10 mil per. Don't usually see him in these year 1 rebuilds for free agency, so interesting to see a new name. Holland you do see quite a bit. Dobbins you see quite a bit. Mekhi Becton you see almost always because the Eagles are not in the best of shape salary cap wise, at least in the game. I'm not really sure what they're going on in real life. They'll find a way probably. But yeah, we don't have much money even if we wanted to pay anyone, but outside of really just like Hufanga, not really super interested anyways. I'm interested enough in Hufanga that maybe if we can find some money, I offer. But yeah, as of right now, obviously we can't. Damn, yeah, everyone's guaranteed pretty much. The only guy that we really save money getting rid of is, ironically enough, Myles Garrett, who we are going to be trading off. Deshaun Watson, why? Why? All right, looking at some of these offers, and I imagine we're not going to get anywhere near what we're hoping for. I'm down to really just trade for whatever, right? I'm down to trade Myles Garrett for what the value is perceived to be. Would like to get 2 first-round picks, but if we can get a first-round pick and a really good player, I'd also part with him for that. There was a couple offers in here I do like. I don't think the Rams get rid of Nakua, so that's just kind of, I wouldn't say off the table, but likely not going to happen. Leggett, I don't think that's good enough. Josh Jacobs, definitely not good enough. 27 years old in Madden, he's done for. Arnold, this shows interest from Detroit, so we'll see what we can do with Lions. Might be a manual trade with them. I would not hate Andrew Thomas, but a second-round pick only is not worth it. They don't really even need edge. Smith, Eagles definitely are a top pick for this trade piece. Trey McBride, if it wasn't a tight end, maybe that overall of a player, and then those draft picks, not bad. And then Nick Benito, that just would make no sense for Denver. So we're going to try to make a manual trade, potentially with the Lions. I don't know, man. It would be so cheese if they had Aiden and Myles, but that's kind of the point, right? If you're them, try to just make a team that just can't be stopped. All right, we made a trade. Myles Garrett to the Commanders for a first and a first. So a first this year, a first next year, and a third next year with Brandon Coleman, the 24-year-old star Nev left tackle. I think that's a really good trade for Cleveland. I don't know, once again, if I do it if I'm Cleveland, because Myles Garrett is a monster. But as far as if we're making the realm that they're trading him no matter what, I think that was pretty damn good value. Now all we have to do is pray Tennessee doesn't take Carter 1 overall, which it's kind of leaning that way, and we'll be good. If they take him number 1 overall, I'm going to be sad. All right, moment of truth. Please, Tennessee, don't do it. Travis Hunter, all right. It's leaning like they might go Carter, because you go best available if you don't like the QBs, and especially at pass rush, one of the premier positions. It makes a lot of sense, but it's not guaranteed they take him at number 1 overall, so I will absolutely be taking this opportunity to go Abdul Carter. Our edge, after losing Myles Garrett, is kind of back to square one, but we do have the extra draft pick/picks, if you want to call them that, because once again, we did have to use pick 2 overall on him. All right, this is a bit of a costly trade. We end up trading Okoronkwo, a first, a third, a fifth this year, a third and a fourth next year for pick 19 and a fifth next year from the Buccaneers. With this pick, I believe, I'm going to make another look through, but I believe we're going to be taking wide receiver over anyone. But I do want to make sure. I think Egbuka is going to be our guy. We need wide receiver. I don't really care that we don't have the QB. I want to build up a team where if we do get a QB, they're not just thrown into a complete despair. What about edge? Could go like Green or Sawyer or something like that as well. Do need edge still, but I think it is going to be wide receiver. And it is. It's going to be the speedy Egbuka. He's going to be wide receiver 2. Hopefully Jerry Jeudy gets a superstar. Maybe we have a solid 1-2, if you will. And yeah, very fast, very hidden. Going to the next pick. Quarterback could be something we look at. We'll see if anyone's there. Milroe maybe, but I don't know, man. He's still there. Like, do I take Milroe because I just need somebody? But those ratings look so mid. Athletic, but I don't know, dude. It is mid. Do we have anything else going on? Running back, maybe. Gold. We don't really need wide receiver that badly anymore. Edge. If, what's his name? If Sawyer was somehow still there, I would have definitely went Sawyer without a doubt, but unfortunately he's gone. You do have Williams, the defensive tackle. Man, I don't know. This is a tough one. I really need edge still, but I'm not really loving the options. I mean, do I really just go QB because I have no QB? Do I take Dart before he ends up becoming like top 15 in a couple of weeks? Yeah, screw it. We're going to go Dart. Brand new QB. 101 true talent. Normal dev. 91 throw power. I mean, we always see this with QBs, right? They're just shooting up the board. Probably be a mid-first rounder at this rate. Let's go to the third round. Not really even sure what we want to do here because we, once again, have so many needs, but so little draft picks now, especially since we killed our future value on top of it. Any extra picks we had are gone. We even cost ourselves extra picks, I'm pretty sure. What do we want to do here? I don't know. Our linebacker room is terrible. I'm going to go Barrett Carter. Early third, Barrett Carter. 72 true is still hidden in the class, all right? We trade a 6th this year and a 5th next year to move up, I don't even know, like 10, 12 spots, which is going to be an edge rusher. We're going to go with Swinson, someone a little different and new. I don't know if he has hidden dev, and I know Walker does, but I want someone a little bit different for this rebuild. Just making sure, once again, we don't have anyone else that we want, and I think he's the best bet. We're going to go Swinson. He's still got the freaking starred out glitch, but solid looking pass rusher. Let's see if we got ourselves a brand new unit or not. He is 169 in true and normal development trait. Love that draft pick for us. Now we're going to go with some safety depth in Elijah Clark. 210 true, 90 speed, 92 excel. Got a little bit of athleticism. See if he ever becomes a starter or not. We're probably going to start Hickman because we're a little desperate at safety and we don't really have the money to sign anyone else. So, you know. Let's see what our last pick. I don't know. Higgins is definitely not a 7th rounder. A little late for him, but I'm just going to take Pat Bryant. He's going to be a backup anyways, so UDFA somewhere at this rate. Might as well take him. We used up pretty much all of our salary cap, by the way, but here is the result. Some pretty good players at the top. I mean, 470-plus overalls for the user-created class is actually pretty damn good. Swinson, of course, a 68 overall. Kind of want to go to him first because he is a guy that it's going to be kind of tougher to upgrade, it seems. 76 power move. I mean, he was a late third, yeah, but it still does suck. Abdul Carter, obviously, looking good. Probably should be superstar. 84 finesse. I mean, if you give someone 84 in finesse and you're not giving them at least superstar, I'm a little confused. Thank you. We need an actual, like, right end, so we're going to be moving him over to right end. And then, of course, Egbuka, I imagine star dev, but really good player, 77 overall. I mean, wide receiver is not a problem. You know, the team is definitely lacking, right? We need more O-line. We need, defensive tackle and all that. But we did what we could, I think. I think we did what we could and found good value, not just pure need. Dart, very accurate, just normal dev, unfortunately. But, we did what we could, I feel. And it was a good job in general. I think we actually had a pretty good draft class. It helps when you have an extra first-round pick and you're drafting 2 overall, but you also are losing Myles Garrett, so I guess, a pretty fair trade-off, right? Elijah Clark, I'm pretty sure he's raw as hell, but with some decent man coverage. Yeah, 68 man coverage. Slot corner, maybe. I'm not sure. Just play backup safety for now. But, yeah, we got a lot of the needs. We have minimum 3 starters long-term. Dart, you would hope, is 4. Swinson has a chance to be 5, which I think is a good draft class. All right, Season 1. The team doesn't look much better, but the outlook looks a little bit better. We have QB for the future, hopefully, wide receiver 2 of the future, maybe even wide receiver 1, depending on what Judy does or if we have to re-sign him. Coleman, maybe left tackle of the future. O-line definitely is a concern. I mean, you could argue everyone but Coleman could get replaced. Njoku's not the youngest guy in the world anymore. He's 29 years old, so not even, ruling out him getting replaced at some point. Then we move to the defensive side of the ball where the edge, the D-line is very different, but in a good way, I suppose. Carter, high potential. Not saying he's going to get right up to Garrett or ever will get up to Garrett's status, but he'll get up there pretty quickly with superstar dev, high overall. Swinson, hoping for the best with him. Corners, I think, are fine. Safeties, I think, are fine. Got a new linebacker. Like I said, I think we did what we could with how much we needed. Oh, Denzel Ward's an X Factor. That is not a bad dev up to start with. And we have re-signings. David Njoku is one of them. It's a lot of money, dude. I hate that he's not interested at all. What is his? He wants a win rate of 38%. Damn, 40 or 64 didn't take. This might be a tag situation. There very well could be. Newsome, I definitely want to keep. Emerson, if I can, I'll try to. The offensive lineman, I don't know how I feel about them. I think long-term, 80 overall is probably the max you're going to see. Hickman, I think the price is good, but the big problem with this team isn't even the money. It's just no one's interested in resigning. I mean, you got Wyatt Teller, and that's basically it. We're going to try to pay the guys you mentioned, and depending on what Wyatt Teller's regression is like, maybe we do keep him another year because we do have a lot of positions to replace. This season was all over the place, but as you'd expect, we do not make the playoffs. But yeah, started off, kind of hot, 2-0. They got a bunch of losses in a row and some wins here and there, but it's a tough conference. It's a really tough division. The Steelers even went 6-10. If the Steelers and Bengals can go 6-11 and 7-10, yeah, it does not surprise me that we also went 6-11. Let's take a look at the stat line. I mean, Brown scheme as well. What are we looking at? 26 touchdowns, 12 picks, 3,500 yards. It's a pretty good season for a rookie quarterback, especially for the Browns. And then Nick Chubb had a really good rushing touchdown season. Yards per carry at 4.0. It's good enough. Egbuka, bit of a disappointing year, but Judy may be enough for superstar. Tillman a bit tall for a slot wide receiver. Then Njoku, kind of disappointing. Touchdowns are good, but yards are a bit low. It's like another injury-prone season, basically. Teller, if he can go higher than superstar, he might actually with another really good year. And then sack totals, they're horrible. They're terrible. Interceptions, really good, actually. Both the corners combined for 8. And then kicking, Hopkins, actually really good for his overall. And then Bajorquez, who I paid a 3-year $12.5 for, with a really good punting season. Don't know if we would have won anything. Maybe Offensive Rookie of the Year if we're lucky. That's about it. And unfortunately, number 2 to Henderson, a huge loss. That is a massive loss, as there is no guarantee at DevOps. And I don't even think, let alone guarantee. I don't think there's a chance at a DevOps for him. And it's all because he missed one position. One positioning on the Offensive Rookie of the Year sets us back arguably a year or two, realistically. We had no retirements, but is this a premonition of Rodgers to Minnesota? I was expecting no dev up for Dart, and unfortunately he barely went up in overall. Nick Chubb's down to an 83, and defensively I don't think we see a dev up. Carter actually went to an X Factor. I don't know how the hell that happened, but Swinson's still normal dev, but he had a pretty good glow up. 75 overall from 69 as a 23-year-old is pretty good. Carter, though, great finesse, great block shed. Somehow an X Factor. I don't know how that even happened. He had maybe he had a lot of tackles for loss, about to say, because sacks were pretty bad. Judy doesn't go up either. Huge L there. 86 overall, sure, but what is he, 27, 28? 27. Superstar would have been great. Superstar, get himself up to 88, 89 because of the Superstar, the extra XP and whatnot, unless, XP needed to upgrade. Could be long-term, but now, still questionable. Still questionable. Offensive line, Batonio's still here. Teller didn't regress too hard, so maybe we'll give him a 1-year 8. But yeah, we still have lots of players to go for. Also, would be interesting to see what the Commanders did, because we do have their first-round pick. Let's see how they played. They were 17. Okay, so that's not bad. That's worse off for sure, but also, better than I would have thought. I thought, they would have had a huge drop-off season, but pick 17 overall. Fair enough. What's funny is I actually took a 1-year 19 swipe in Njoku. He didn't take it, but that's exactly what the tag is. I don't know how that even happened, but it did. Nick Chubb can't do it. And we didn't even finish the contract on Newsome. Oh, that sucks. We're going to have to pay a little bit more, so we can't afford it. I mean, there's no tag. And he goes to free agency anyways. I mean, that's way more than he asked for. He still is going. Teller, that's a lot, but why not? Okay, I guess the whole team's gone. We're offering exactly what he wants. And then the other guy even more, Newsome, and he still just won't do it. And then Ford we have to keep. We have no running back, if not 2-year 10. Thank you. Finally, somebody takes a contract. These red interests are killing us. Batonio, 83 overall. I mean, he's also red. I don't know if we're going to get him for less than 17. Let's see if we can. Let's do 17. All right, the whole team's gone. But we have a little bit of money, so there's some free agents that actually want to be here, which I don't know why they would. We can maybe get upgrades? Question mark? Maybe. Would like to get Newsome back, though, so we'll see what that looks like. Zach Tom's a free agent. I can't believe they would actually let him go. Same as us with, Newsome, though, I suppose. Let's see what the offers are like. I can't believe he actually didn't take that offer. That's crazy. Usually pretty easy to sign, but, I mean, I guess the Browns are just that down bad. We're the highest offer, but I just know somehow he'll not choose us. He'll choose a team even worse than us. Arguably, I actually don't even know. Maybe the Panthers were better than us. But yeah, I would like to get Newsome and maybe another lineman since we lost 2. Now, this could really hurt us, but somehow we actually got Zach Tom, an 89 overall tackle. The problem is it costs us $33 million per year, which I suppose isn't even crazy for a tackle that's this good, let alone on the open market. And then we did have to overpay Newsome a little bit, about $18 million per year. Wyatt Teller, we offered a low ball just to get our name on the board. No one else was there. Figured maybe there was a chance, but I don't know if we're going to get him now. We're down to $4 million if we can't get Teller. Maybe $4 to $6 million if we can't get Teller. I'm hoping there's some money somewhere we can save. Watson is about a saving, so at this point I think you do it. I think you release him, save $4 million, we'll take the dead hit over 2. We got the rookie quarterback contract. We can live with it. Conklin with Zach Tom here now. You can get rid of him. I wonder if there's anyone that'd be interested, because the contract, the price isn't crazy. 78 overall. He's got to be worth at least a 5th-round pick to a team that needs a lineman. Who needs a right tackle? A 5th-round pick for Jack Conklin, I think, is perfectly fair. But hey, we now got some money. We should be able to get Teller back, which would be definitely a huge help. Don't want to pay Batonio that much money, but at the same time, we need that position. And we do get Wyatt Teller back on a 1-year 13. Try to get Suamalo, and which is really weird because nobody wanted him. We have a 4-bar interest on him, and then we skipped once and another team threw their 4-bar, and of course, joined them. But we just about equaled out, right? We created a new problem, a new offensive lineman opening, unfortunately, but our right tackle position is so much better than it was before. Zach Tom even could move over to left tackle if we wanted him to. Probably will, to be honest. But, yeah, I mean, it's not a great situation, but we've got ourselves a higher overall, I suppose. What about Coleman? How well did he play left tackle? He played well. I'm not going to move him. Okay, I'm going to move him to right tackle. I'm this close to trading for pick 1 overall because I believe there's a generational wide receiver sitting there. Do I make that trade? I mean, I feel like this is one of those moments where I'm going to regret not doing it, This is tough. It's costly. It's Jerry Jeudy alone, 27 years old, you could develop still a little bit longer. In Madden, in real life, I don't think you do this if you expect, 13 touchdowns without, 1,100 yards. I don't think you do it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do it in general. I'm not. Here's the wide receiver. He looks generational. I think he has to be, but I can't make that move. It's too costly. If it was pick 6 overall on Jeudy alone, yeah, I'd do it, but I can't do it other than that. I mean, for all I know, he might not even be generational. He could just be a really high overall star dev. Either way, I've got to let him go. I've got to let him move on. Other positions, Doolittle. Doolittle dropped to a day 3, by the way. He was a 3 to 4. He dropped to a day 3. So that's our running back for sure. Sometime in the early 3rd, we're going to be going for him. Bunch of 1 to 2 linemen. We do need DT for sure. Still not ruling out, what is it called? not ruling out edge. And then you have this really fast cornerback. I didn't get to scout him because I just needed to look at running back a little bit more. And then that wide receiver thought maybe we had a chance at. Worth the look, I suppose, but definitely not going to be going for him. I mean, at this pick, it's either trade down or edge. And as much as Swinson did have a really good glow up, I don't know if I can bet the team's future on a late third rounder who's already 24 and only normal dev, you know? So I think we need to go edge. The problem is who? Because I don't know if Hitchen's going to be there. He's a top 5 projected, pretty damn athletic. I don't know what that power move is, but you'd have to assume it's an A if he's a top 5. But is Alston good? If Alston's good, then I don't need to move anywhere. I'll just take whoever's there. 6'4", 22, very athletic, A power move. They both look good, right? They both look good. So we're going to move down slowly, and if Alston's there at 6 or the other guy, I think we'll go for him. Well, then we'll go number 1. Hold on a minute now. The Patriots, who definitely need wide receiver, but with how much they need, they might be like, hey, you give us Jerry Jeudy, I mean, we're down to move. We're down to move. I'm down to do this. Like I said, that's my best. Ooh. Man, this is a risky move, dude. I like Jerry Jeudy, but that guy does look special, no? The plan was edge. The plan has changed. If this guy is star, I mean, even if he's star dev, he's got to be like low 80s, high 70s minimum, right? I was going to go edge, but this guy looks too good to pass on. Generational, please. 1 in true talent. That's a good promising start. Hidden dev. Yes, it costs us pick 6 overall, but Jerry Jeudy's 27, 86 overall. His max is 88, 89, and then that max will drop drastically. We'll see if that was the right call or not. I mean, I think it was. Watch that edge rusher will be there at 6 now. Oh, he was there too. If they land him, they land a wide receiver anyways. Man, we maybe made a mistake. I mean, I think the wide receiver's going to be good. It's just like, could Jerry Jeudy still have been good himself? Probably, right? Like, he had a pretty good year. Just didn't get to superstar. If he was superstar, I would have never moved him in a million years. But yeah, I can't make a trade up. If anything, I got to trade down. So if Alston's there at 17, maybe I'd take him, but I'm not trading up for him. I'm not. He's still there. Damn, dude. I think I just need too much, though. We need so many linemen. We need we need a D lineman. Sherwood might be the guy. Early second. Looks pretty promising. I think we're going to trade this to the early second and get some draft picks back. I like that trade from Minnesota. I could trade that second round pick up, too, if I have to. I mean, pick 17 is high, though, so I would like to get the very most I could. Oh, the Eagles are doing me one up. They always do. The Eagles just know how to move. They just do. They know how to get people moving. See what they end up taking. If it was Alston, that would have been a hell of a move. Where did Alston go? Alston... There's no way he's still there. Am I missing something? Did he go and I kind of missed him? Bro, Alston is still there. We got a pretty good trade down value now. I'm going to take him. Keyshawn Alston. 41 true. Normal dev. Oof. I think you got to start him anyways, though. I don't think Swinson had a good enough year, and I think he's still going to be higher than Swinson or very close to it with a Rookie of the Year type of chance to win. I think you have no choice. I also think, speaking of, I had no choice but to take him. Alston was still there. I was willing to take him at 6 for a moment. For a moment in time, I was willing to take him at 6 overall. I mean, if he's there at, 32, whatever, you gotta take him if you're willing to take him at 6, right? So, a bunch of defensive tackles. Got some moves that we can make, we can wait on. Cornerbacks, there was one of them that was really good, I think. Where was he? He was right here, Blackstock. I think I'm going to take Blackstock here and then trade up for whoever the DT is. You got to take a guy like him. He looks so good. Got to be a 77 overall minimum. True talent 4. Normal dev. We see that all the time. But still, true talent 4. You have no choice. We give the Packers a pretty damn good trade. We give them a 6th-round pick in DeJuan Jones with 31 in this draft round for 25, which we're going to be using on a defensive tackle. Sherwood went, but obviously we're kind of in that situation where we're running out of draft picks. We have so many linemen to get, yet here we are with basically no draft picks. Redmond is going to be our defensive tackle. Don't know his finesse, but he is a B block shed. He's athletic. You got to assume that finesse is high. We're taking a chance on him. 46 true talent. And yet, unfortunately, yet another normal dev. We now move on to 6 in the 3rd, where if that running back is there, we're going to have no choice but to take him. As much as I think he'll be there in the 4th, you can't pass on a guy that looks this good. You got to take him as soon as you can. Normal or not, he is our starter. 21 true. Unfortunately, though, he is normal. Really sucks. And I don't even think we have any linemen we could take. We just have no draft picks. Maybe I could have traded up our picks for next year to land one, but I just don't see it. You know, we move on. We do need a linebacker, don't we? Witherspoon might be that linebacker. He's fast, I'm pretty sure. But is he the pass rusher? He's the pass rusher. Yeah, I might have jumped the gun a little bit with that. Maybe we go man. He's a taller-looking safety, kind of raw, but maybe fits as a linebacker. Go to pick 6 in the 6th round and hope that safety's there. And I seen him. He went in the early portion of this round. Yay. Awesome. Super fun. Jordan, he had some pretty good catching ratings. What was the reason I liked him again? Oh, yeah, high zone coverage. I mean, we need a safety. Maybe he's a backup safety. Who knows? 142 true, and he is hidden. Maybe forget backup safety. He might be our starting free safety. All right, now I'm just hoping that the Patriots man that we were going for, literally man, Demetrius Mann, is bad. That was potentially going to be our starting linebacker. And then we have a solid-looking backup edge who's slow, but really good power move in Zach Diggs. 130 true. Another hidden type, so should not have taken Alston. If we would have traded down Alston's pick to like the start of the 3rd, we could have landed like 2 linemen. But hindsight's 2020, and Alston looks really solid. Can't complain. Let's take a look at this wide receiver. Please be generational. 81 overall. That is very good. Jeremy Weldon. I mean, I don't see how that's not generational. That's star dev. That's devastating, but at the same time, I think worth it. I think even if he's star dev, he's worth it. Let's take a look at the dev. He is superstar. Okay, so not quite the X Factor, but not quite as bad as a star dev. I think all in all, it was a good move. Cornerback 78 overall, by the way. Ridiculous. Alston, yeah, he is really good. He might be normal dev, but he is definitely our best chance at a really good edge in the future. Black Sox 78 overall, 82 Manny, 77 zone. Don't know what to do with him because our corners are set. It's just you don't pass on a guy that looks that good. Then you have Redmond, who's normal dev, but once again, yeah, high potential. 79 finesse, so definitely an A finesse from that A out of C or A through C. What else do we have? Running back, 75 overall, automatic starter, but it will take some time to develop him. 21 years old, pretty balanced. We see these types all the time. Good pick every day of the week. I mean, he's a good pick in the 2nd round, let alone the 3rd. And then cornerback, only a 68 overall, but if he has high zone like he should have, 76 high, zone, I think it'd be a starting free safety. Hickman regressed anyways. It's like a 71, 72 overall. What's the dev? Star expected, but you never know. Got to take a look. And then, of course, speaking of you never know, Zach Diggs, very raw, 69 overall, 22 years old. Good power move, no block shed. It's always the same. Always the same. No block shed, good power move. Usually star, but sometimes superstar. Not going to be superstar this time. Is there anyone else we wanted to see? I guess Hitchens? Oh, yeah, man for sure, actually. Man, without a doubt. The Bears took left tackle, number 1 overall, hidden dev. I mean, I kind of need to see if he's superstar, right? Because 73 overall star dev when you could have had Weldon is tough. Their wide receivers aren't bad, but more is like 84 overall regressing. Odunze is only like an 80, so they definitely could use more. Let's take a look at Brooks, who the Patriots traded down to get. They sold. Well, he's a white dude, though. I could see why they did it. But yeah, that's kind of funny. They're doing it for the memes. But let's take a look at Hitchens now, 73 overall. Would have thought he would have been the better of the two, and just based on dev alone, it seems like he was. I can't, we genuinely, there was a very good chance if we were still at 6 overall, we would have had Alston. So when you think about, well, was it worth trading Judy and pick 6 overall for a lower overall, superstar wide receiver in general? Maybe not. But when you consider that we would have had Alston at 6 anyways, yeah, I think it was worth it. Here he is, 68 overall, man. Normal dev, though. Where's the block shedding? 64. Yeah, they definitely expect him to be a safety. Or a linebacker, I mean. Oh, we really sold. That would have been a starting linebacker. I mean, he's a 6th round pick. They might be willing to part. They're like, yeah, for a lot. A 4th and 2 7ths. I don't know if I feel that much. He's going to go down in overall as well. I think we're just going to find some sort of veteran linebacker to fill the gap for now. All right, season 2, wide receiver 1. The ceiling is basically limitless. Egbuka coming into year 2 goes up 4 overalls. Hopefully he gets to an 85 plus by the end of the season. Offensive line, we have definitely let go. But there were some other positions that they felt too good to pass on. And I think for the most part, we were kind of correct. Even though Alston's normal dev, he does have a really good set of ratings. So we'll see what happens down the line. But yeah, we're definitely at the focus on offensive line this upcoming season. And I don't see a reason why we can't. Corners are solid. Safeties, maybe we need a free safety. We'll see. Left out, I mean, assuming we can afford Joke if he needs a contract or whatever, we're fine. We just need one linebacker. D-line looks fine. Corner's fine. So, I mean, really, it would be down to replacing players that we can't afford / are getting a little too old. And then offensive linemen, which really, it shouldn't be more than 2 or 3 players. So, 6 players, 2 of them can easily be linemen, minimum. Not doing too bad on the season. Delpit needs a contract. I mean, I hate the way the safeties regress now. It's really causing their ceilings to be really low, but we'll do a 3 or 27 anyways. We have so many positions we need to fill. Teller, I mean, if, once again, he sticks around at a high overall, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. But yeah, a lot of money, not a lot of players to re-sign, but that's not bad. That's not a bad thing to have. As we finally got the financials under wraps. I really don't want to do a 4-year deal, but at the same time, I don't want to pay Njoku so much that we should have done a 4-year anyways. This is $20 million per, mind you, and even that's not enough. To the playoffs, it was actually a really solid year, and then we just had a horrible fall off at the end of the year. It was just completely disgusting. We did win against the Patriots to go 7-10, thankfully, but yeah, it was a pretty bad finish to the year. I mean, we started off like 5-5, somewhere around that range, and yet we ended up losing like a bunch near the end. We lost, 5 of the last 7? Not a great finish. Not a great finish at all, but better technically. Still better technically. I don't know what these numbers are going to look like, though. Jackson Dart, 29 touchdowns, 10 picks, 38-84. Pretty good yardage and all that, but this scheme definitely not allowing us to kind of go out and above and beyond. Well, then, pretty good years at Rookie of the Year caliber. I don't know. Egbuka was solid. Tillman was really good. And then Njoku better, but not where I'd want him to be as a 90 overall. Did pay him a 4-year 74, though, or 72. Can't wait to see how that hurts us in the future. Zach Tom gives up 11 sacks. That's fantastic. Pass rush. Alston with 9. Yeah, I mean, he had a pretty consistent year. About week 11, had about 5 sacks, finished with 9. Mike Hall, 7.5. Abdul Carter with 2. We got to change the scheme, unfortunately. It's just not going to happen. It's just, I mean, offensively, we're probably going to be changing the scheme too. I don't know if it's just going to happen or not because these wide receivers, I know the offensive line's pretty bad. There you go, awesome Rookie of the Year. I know the offensive line's pretty bad, but the receivers are really good. This should be an offense that does pretty damn well if the quarterback is that guy, which I suppose technically at this moment, he sort of isn't. Cowboys win a Super Bowl and we're desperate for a dev up for the QB. Come on. Damn, he's a 78 overall, but still normal dev. Well then, same overall as Mr. Jerry Jeudy was, but he's a superstar, and he's like 5 years younger, so probably worth it, right? 6 years younger, actually, I think. Probably worth it. Doolittle, 81 overall. It's a pretty good glow up, actually. And then pass rush, Alston, superstar dev. Delpit, superstar dev. We like those dev ups. Alston, totally worth it in the end. Goes up to star from his season. Goes up to superstar from Rookie of the Year. What a year that was. Definitely worth every single penny, which really wasn't many. It was the last pick of the first round. I can't believe he fell to us. Redmond, unfortunately, goes up like 1 overall. Delpit, superstar dev, yet still regresses. I love this game. It's flawless. All right, back in the re-sign period, and Wyatt Teller is still pretty good, so we're going to keep him. We're going to keep him 1 year 11, 1 year 12, whatever that is, 79 overall. He's good enough, and he performs well. So I still believe, personally, that the game is built on overalls. Doesn't matter how good of a season. If you have a 30 sacks allowed season, but you're a 90-plus overall, you're giving your team a chance or a better chance to win than if it was a 75 overall giving up 2 sacks. That's the way I see it anyways. I don't know if it's true, but that's the way I think it runs. Regardless, go to free agency, 85 overall team, not bad. Safety, Kyle Hamilton would be great, but with that low of an interest, there's just no point in even trying to get him. Got some cornerbacks in there. We do have Vita Vea, but I mean, he's not really a scheme fit. Cody Mauk, I mean, maybe. But once again, all these guys are all red. And it's really hard to sign people in the open market when they just don't want to be here, you know? I really do need a lineman, though, but I'm not really loving the options, especially long-term. We'll see what we can do. Herbig, I mean, we don't need a pass rusher, unfortunately. Need a linebacker, off-ball, if anything. Tranquil is a superstar. It's interesting. I mean, we have so much money, but other than like Kyle Hamilton, which we could try to get, we could try to get him. I don't really see someone I'm willing to spend a ton of money on. All right, I got my 4 players. I think at best we're going to land the 2 linemen. I don't think we're landing anyone else. Oh, not even Shaq Mason's guaranteed. We go Brian O'Neill. I'm going to be putting him at guard. He's super athletic. We've seen a lot of tall tackles moving to guard. I get he's an established tackle. Unless he move Coleman inside, I suppose, because Brian O'Neill is a bit better and more established at that position. Mason, if he joins the team, will be a center. And he does. 6'1", 310. I know, another established guard, and we're moving him to a completely new position later in his career. But at the end of the day, you getting paid all that kind of money, you got to adapt. And we also signed a brand new kicker to a 3-year 15, Josh Carty. Well, all right, we have pick 12 overall, and I think for the first time in a while, we're actually going to be trading down very far, and we're going to be landing, hopefully, some sort of extra draft picks to try and get this lineman situation fixed. Also scouted a wide receiver because there's a really fast one, super high up, and yeah, even though he's insanely fast, does seem to be insanely raw. Could use a slot wide receiver. Our slot wide receivers have been really tall for a while now, so I mean, definitely could use one. Antonio Walker could use lineman, but technically for this season, we're fine. We have all 5, but definitely down the line, especially with Teller. You could argue that he should have been off the team years ago now, but yeah, I'm not really sure if there's a single player that I want to take anywhere this high or even in the first round. I have safety, linebacker, DT, and some linemen, which a lot of that you can get in the later rounds. So, I mean, we'll see. Do have a 6'4" corner in Harris, but I mean, our corner 3 right now is a number 2 on most teams. Our corner 4 is a number 3 on most teams. So we're kind of falling behind here a little bit. We have another safety, but the free safety itself, I think, is fine. He's star dev. I mean, if that guy's normal, you're basically in square one, maybe even worse. And then strong safety Delpit, he's a superstar. So I don't know what you do there. Do you replace him? I like this Texans trade. You know that I love to trade down and land that team's highest pick every single round. But a pick 12, is that a fair trade? I need to look it up a little bit. I need to evaluate the situation, see if we can do better. Yeah, we did the trade manually and did a little bit better for ourselves. It's a little more fair. Now, I don't think a team would want to do this because it's a lot, but a first, second, third, and fourth this with a third next for our pick 12 and a 6th round pick. It is fair, though. Pick 12 is high. It is high up there. If you want to get up that high, you need to make that move, especially if you want, quote-unquote, a franchise tackle. That top 15 tackle slot is usually quite a bit better than the late first-round tackle slot, so we'll see what we can do here. You got an edge rusher. Just don't really need that position, though. What do we want to do? O-line, not really loving those picks. I think Knox and Allen are the moves. Maybe Ham as a center, perhaps. DT. We still have a DT in the first round. Really good at both, pass rushing styles. I didn't really even plan to take him, but that might be a move of ours. I think we will. I think we're going to take him. Is that who we really want? Because there's a couple other guys here too. Do you like Kendricks? I think he's good. It's just you're taking a guess on who do you think is going to have the dev. I really don't know. I mean, realistically, Jarrett is technically the better player of the two. But I think Hendricks is a better player because he's got athleticism with his ability. I'm going to take Parker Kendricks. If he's normal, I'm going to be devastated. But he's 21. Maybe wins Rookie of the Year. Who knows? 85 true, but hidden dev. As soon as I say an 85 true, I was devastated. But hidden dev, that's a good draft pick. DT2. Welcome to the team. Maybe we'll end higher than star. Who knows? Witt went. Oh, that's unfortunate. Should still see a safety there, though, I imagine. I mean, it'd be kind of crazy if they're all just gone. It was Day we wanted. Witt was on my list, obviously, but Day is the guy we actually wanted. Joseph, really good zone coverage as well. Anyone else? We have O-line, but they're all day to 3 to 4 rounders. We have other safeties as well, but Day is at least a 1 to 2. Let's take a look at the other guys. I scouted the guy that was later because, I wanted to make sure that we get someone that's late if he's there. And yeah, I really like those ratings. I think he looks great. So Mr. Shelton Day. Don't know where he's going to start or when he's going to start, but I like him enough to take him here. He is 45 true, and he is hidden dev. If he's a 73, 74 overall, he might start over Delpit. I really don't know what to think. Maybe Delpit moves a linebacker? He's an 81 overall, and he's only going down somehow. And he's only 28. He's not 31 or something. So what do you do from there? You also do have a 6'5" wide receiver in Mike Binns, who looks great. It's just I don't need a wide receiver that's that tall. So do I pass on him just because he's too tall? That seems kind of unfair almost. O-line, I think we're going to go early. Do we go Knox? Lance Knox. Let's go Lance Knox. 1 to 2 talent. Normal dev. Oh, what a terrible draft pick. That sucks. Let's go to 12. I mean, if they're all gone by 12, all the linebackers, that would be ridiculous. There's a lot of them. We also have pick 13, which is awesome, and then a later pick in the third is nice. Let's grab one of those linebackers. Where do we got? We got a billion of them. These 2 middle linebackers are the best. Let's see, Mr. Westbrook and Blake. Those are going to be the 2 guys. I'm going middle linebacker. I just don't get much luck on off-ball outside linebackers. It seems like Blake's the better of the 2, right? Although the block shed's probably better on Westbrook. Are they both 21? 22 for Westbrook. 4.48 40. I do like Blake a lot, though, with that A and for man and zone. Najee Blake, I guess, going to be our choice. Looks pretty good to me. 70 true. Hidden Dev. There you go. That's a good draft pick. New outside linebacker. Welcome. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I wanted to go with the other linebacker, because I really think Joke is in need of contract soon, but I think we'll just, hit that road when we need to. Miller, a little bit riskier because he's a 2 to 3, but I like him. Please be hidden. Not another normal dev. Thank you. Scary stuff. Scary. I mean, honestly, do you trade Coleman off? Because we're going to be taking another lineman here in a moment. We're going to be taking that, I think he was a center, whatever he was. Round 1 true talent. Obviously got to take him. Here he is, Mr. Tyler Allen. We also have McQueen, who's not the fastest, but he's a big body tight end. He's kind of fun looking. 4.72 with great speed. You also have Binns somehow still there. Tyler Allen, though, got to take him. He looks like a can't miss. And true talent 18 with hidden dev looks to be exactly that. Let's take a look at Coleman, see what his overall is, because he's probably going to command a pretty decent trade piece, right? Because I'm not going to pay him. He's 26. His ceiling's damn near reached. He's a good player. He actually does fit as a guard as well. Let's move him to guard, and then, if he's 80, 81 overall, maybe we do keep him. But if not, maybe we trade him off. I mean, even then, we might just trade him off. It's good value. He is an 81 overall here at guard, though. I do like him as a guard. We have 3 new linemen. 2 are hidden. We need a replacement for Teller next season, a center replacement. That's 2 right there. Yeah, I guess we keep Coleman, maybe even pay him. We trade a 4th and a 5th to move up, like 20-some spots here in the 4th round. Binns goes to the Patriots. I'm curious to see what he's like. I would have taken him if I actually needed a tall guy, but I don't. Molden, however, pretty solid key ratings, pretty athletic. So that's going to be our slot wide receiver going forward, I think. 120 true talent. Normal dev, pretty damn athletic at 6'1", like I said. Really like that build a lot. This guy doesn't look great, but he's a 2 to 3 with a C finesse move and a bunch of C ratings. It's the 7th round. Why not? 327 true. He's hidden dev, but he is a really low overall. I'm really curious to see what he's like. And then with this pick, honestly, since our special teams have been fixed as well, probably just going to go fullback. And he was actually decent. 78 true. Why not? Good draft pick. All right, let's take a look at this draft recap. That defensive tackle, 71 overall, but hidden development trade. Very raw, but once again, hidden development trade could even be higher than star, but lucky, at this rate, to get star, so I don't expect it. Put him at number 94, why not? And yeah, star dev. We can look at the other guys, I suppose, but he looked like the best of the bunch, I think. Shelton Day, 88 hit power, 73 zone coverage. He is raw, I can't lie, but he could also be higher than star. I don't know what to do with him. Star dev, what do you do? Delpit's paid, but his ceiling is lower. And then Knox, normal development trade, 74 overall. We got 2 future replacements. I'm glad to keep Coleman, to be honest. Miller probably will be the starting right guard going forward, and then Allen will be the starting center going forward as well, I think. Tyler Allen, on the undersized department, but he looks good. Really good pass blocker in general. Dev, maybe superstar. He is. Wow, what a gem. That's a really good player. And then the wide receiver is pretty mid. I want to see that outside linebacker, though. Gerald Molden, very, very raw. Super raw. Definitely could develop him, though. Definitely could develop him, just a bit raw, obviously. And then we have Ty Beard, or Thank You Beard, your choice. Raw, but usable. So that overall, yeah, it's low, but I could see him developing. Star dev. We got ourselves a lot of backups with star dev. A lot of them. We have a pretty good edge rush unit. Just need Abdul Carter to actually play like the player he's supposed to be. And then where is Do we really even care about the D-line? Like, do we really? I don't. Honestly, I just don't. Here we go for Season 3. I am not a huge fan of how Njoku is already regressing. I get he's 31, yes, but he's already regressing, and he has like 4 years left on his contract. We have made an error. But what am I supposed to do? Tag him every year? What am I, the Bengals with T. Higgins? Wide receivers, and Buka gets to 84. Running back gets to an 81, which is a really nice season for him. O-line, it's not quite what I was hoping it would be, but it's definitely better than last year, and we have the future kind of set, right? Allen will be the new center, Miller will be the new right guard, O'Neal has 2-year contract, so we're fine there. Then we look at the defensive side of the ball, where, the D-line should be just as good, if not better than before. Outside linebacker looks good, safety is future-proofed. Really could just use a dev up for Newsome, and honestly, there's not much more we could do. I think we're in a good spot. All right, we got a lot of money. Ward is starting to get up there in the age, but he's an X factor, thankfully, so 2 years should suffice. Joke is gone. That contract's a joke. Mike Hall, expensive, but not as expensive as I've seen for this position group, so a 6-year 115. We'll try to do a little bit more. Got to be on that, though. We got to get on that quick. Coleman, I'll do a 3-year for... that's why I decided not to. I mean, these contracts, though, like, these would go if they were even yellow interest, let alone green interest. But the lack of any sort of interest for these guys is killing us. Abdul is definitely a 5th year, and then Agbuka might be a 5th year. We'll see. I mean, all this red interest, it's so frustrating. I get it. We're not winning games, but how can I win games if the team keeps losing, And, like, they keep leaving anyways. How does that work out for us? As far as like his motivations go, I mean, that's just too much money. I get he's a good overall, but I mean, if he wants to do this, sure, 3-year 84, that's a lot. But yeah, I just can't. It's too much. Looks like we're headed towards another failed season, it seems. I mean, are we on the trajectory of replacing quarterback? Is that going to be the route? Is Dart not the guy? Go 9-8, okay. I mean, we actually finished better than I thought. We were like 7-8 at one point. Did not expect to win those final 2, and we did. Just, not enough consistency early on. 1-4 is not really good. It's not a good start. Some pretty tough teams in there for sure, but still, got to win some of those tough games. You want to make the play. I mean, we're probably 1 game away. We'll take a look in a sec, but probably 1 game off, right? Dart, 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, 14 picks. Doolittle, still doing little, at least yards per carry wise, but a lot of touchdowns. Agbuka, great year. Weldon, not so good. Molden, definitely better than expected. Then Njoku, pretty solid yards wise, but touchdowns are down. O-line, O'Neal was great. Rest of the line, they were good. Carter with a new scheme. 19.5 sacks. Only 6 for Alston, though. 6 for Mike Hall, and then Kendricks. What a waste of a year. Looking at the interceptions, Carter with 2. Joke with 2. Really low interception numbers. Carty wasn't that good, but he got 2 of his 4 missed kicks blocked. Behorquez with a 53.1 yards per punt average. Definitely worth re-signing him. He has been very solid. Yearly awards. MVP goes to Josh Allen. Anything for us? Abdul Carter wins Defensive Player of the Year. Some XP. Molden at 3. It kind of sucks. A little more touchdowns. Might have had it. And then Blake at 2. Molden at 2. Blake at 2. Love that for us. Best QB at 9. Okay, I mean, he's on the board. Doolittle with all those touchdowns at 6. Wide receiver Agbuka at 4. Best offensive lineman at number 5, but he's a backup, so it doesn't really count. Carter wins Best D-line as he won Best Defensive Player in general. Linebacker, no. DB, no. Kicker, I would be shocked. Yeah, not there either. So, a better season, but still not quite where I thought we'd have been a little bit further along than this. I thought we'd have probably made the playoffs this season. This would have been the year we'd have made the playoffs, but we fell short. Didn't actually look at the standings. We were the 10th seed, but the 7th seed was 10-7. I mean, we could have missed at 10-7 because the Jaguars missed at 10-7 with the 8th seed. So who knows? But if we had to play the Bills at some point, might have won that spot from them if we would have won. But Colts versus the Eagles, AFC South's kind of been cooking up. Back-to-back AFC South, AFC representatives, I believe. But will they win, though? That's a completely different story. Get into the Super Bowl is one thing, but beating these teams, a little different. Very close game, but still did lose by 2. Let's take a look at our DevUps. Come on, Dart. Come on. Still normal dev. Nice. 83 overall. Agbuka is a superstar, which is great, and Toku is down to an 85. Oh, that sucks. Blake, superstar dev. Alston was already superstar, and nothing else happens. Blake, though, superstar development traits. Was he already superstar? Did we just forget? I think we might have just forgot to look at him. We either forgot to look at him or he had a Player of the Week award, because I absolutely do not remember him being Superstar, I'll tell you that much. So we either didn't look or he got a Player of the Week or something to dev him up. It's one of the two. What did we want to see here again? There was something I wanted to see. I got to do these storylines. That's what it was. Shaq Mason retires. So does Geno Smith, DJ Humphries, and Jonathan Jones. But we do have that center replacement for Shaq, so we're fine. Negotiations. I think we took care of everybody. We have a 5th-year option for Abdul Carter, obviously. And then Egbuka. This is tough, because if you wait and he gets to like a 95 or something like that, I mean, that's going to be like 35 per. I think you can honestly, even with a red interest, probably get him on 31 per anyways, so there's no point in doing a 5th-year option, especially since we have money now. We might not have it in the future. Let's do, a same offer. Oh, he took it. Okay, sure, why not? I was about to say, let's do the same offer and then tag him maybe. Nope, we're chilling. We just re-signed him straight up. I don't know if I like that, though. 26 per, over 3. I mean, it's only over 3, thankfully, but Dart needs a contract, like, next season, I think. So, we'll see what happens, dude. I think we're going to be screwed, but whatever. Not my problem right now. It'll be my problem next season. With that being said, though, basically impossible to sign anyone here in free agency. It'd be nice to, cut corners on running back and get Gibbs. Be a really good fit for us, because we really need a running back, and he's a running back. That's really as far as the fit goes. But, we can't do that. Wiggins, it's always this year. Going into the 4th season, always such a good group of free agents. But after signing who we signed there at linebacker, don't know if we can make a play. I mean, let's see. We haven't had Gibbs in a long time. We always try to get him, and he either ends up as a backup because we've already had a good running back and we're waiting a season. It's like, so we're going to lose our starting running back next season, so we want to use that guy for one more year, and then we end up winning the Super Bowl and the rebuild ends, or we just don't get him because, as you can see here, every team wants him. I offered him a 5-year 115 and said he goes to Arizona on a 5-year 82. Have they just been winning every Super Bowl and I've just not been paying attention? Like the free agent stuff, it's gotta be toned down a bit. I don't want to go low though, because it's a little bit too easy, but 15% less, I think it should matter. 15% less, and then we're cooking. I think we're in a sweet spot at that point. All right, we have pick 16. Let's actually take a look at our board before we actually simulate. I put some safeties down on the list. Tight end was a 2 to 3. Okay, maybe someone we want to go for. Both of these safeties who are 2 to 3 are both around 1. I mean, I'm not even sure we really need safety, but I figured, I don't know if that free safety is developing. Like, I haven't really paid attention to him too much. Safety's been kind of the last on our list, right? It's been the offensive line been really struggling to develop. I think safety is going to be a position we go for. We're going to go for whoever's remaining the 2. I suppose you choose Ware if you have a choice, because, he's a little bit younger, but I think pick 16 is going to be another trade down situation. We're not really in a bad spot, right? Like, there's not... Other than quarterback, which I think Dart has played well every single season, even rookie year, because he's a lower overall, because he's only star dev, or normal dev, not even star. That's like one of the positional needs, potentially, but physically I still don't even see it as a need. So what would I take this high? I don't really need anything, right? Corner, maybe, but even then, you're thinking about replacing Newsome a year or two from now, rather than like right now. So, I mean, maybe. I like these guys. They're both good. Addison Fox, a little bit faster, I think, than the other guy. Maybe. Let's move to 25. Maybe trade up if we have to grab one of those corners. But even then, our corners are really good. We got a backup that should be starting, So what can you say? That second-round pick next year is actually intriguing me more than it probably should. Maybe even trade this for a next-year pick in general. It's interesting. I think that other team gave me what I wanted, though, right? Actually, a second and a 4th from the Jets. Second and 4th from the Jets. Niners are a second and a 3rd. So the Niners are a little bit later, but they're definitely better, right? I'm getting a second and a 3rd. I probably could have got even more if I really wanted to, but I'm down. I don't even need the corner, let alone, anything else. So let's see. Let's see if we can, keep going, waiting a little bit, and potentially trade up if we even have to for one of those 2 corners. Cornerback is not on the Bills list, and it is for us. Birmingham is gone at 24, so we take the other cornerback, Fox, at 25. We trade a 5th, and that 7th was needed. It was a sliver, but it was physically needed. So Mr. Addison Fox, maybe we'll actually land ourselves a hidden dev corner this time. Don't know, though. Let's find out. True talent of 18. Unfortunately, another normal, but got to be 75, 76 overall, which is good, just not great. And we are going to slow sim into the next round because I want to grab one of those safeties. We trade up with the Rams, similar to the last one. We're trading up 2 spots. Very obvious what we're going for each time now because, we're taking a safety right after we're trading up. But the Rams didn't need a safety. It wasn't on their list needs. So, unfortunately, they took Ware. But we'll take Byram, who is a little bit taller anyways. Alex Byram, fast. Looks like a good pick to me. Probably going to be normal, though. Pick 10 overall. Hidden Dev. I wonder is that what the A+ is for? Either way, there's going to be a new safety starting. I don't know if it's going to be him, but we need to start one of these safeties. Like, we're just wasting safeties at this rate. We're stealing talent and doing nothing with them. Brackett, the tight end, is gone. Williams was the tight end I had, though. Williams looked pretty good, right? He's 4'6'5". That's not what I wanted to do. 4'6'5". He's tall. I don't love that he's 22 because we're not going to start him, but 22 is young. Let's take him. Andrew Williams. See if we get lucky. 61 true. We do get lucky. Hidden Dev, 84 speed, 83 excel. He's a little average, but we got ourselves a player. I'll tell you that. We got ourselves a decent-looking player. I don't even know if we need linemen, but I'm going to trade up for Wilkerson anyways. We're pick 16 here, and we have extra picks for next year, so why the hell wouldn't I? We trade a 6th next year and a 7th this year to move up like 6 spots, wasting a lot of quantity to move up slightly for quality. But most of the players seemingly have been pretty good. Linebacker, I think, is fine unless we can't afford Carter. Wilkerson, we probably don't even need guard, but this guy looks great. This could actually be another superstar with that 40 rep. 32 true talent, Hidden Dev. Not technically a generational based on that overall, but he does have superstar written all over him, which if he does, good pick. We're now in the 4th round where this guy looks slow, but he's got a really good ball carrier vision, really good stiff arm and trucking. I'm going to take this running back, Jamarcus Allen. He's a 108 true. Normal Dev. I was kind of feeling hidden, I can't lie, but I think we had a pretty good draft, especially considering, once again, we have a 2nd and 3rd extra next year. If we need to make one last play or something like that, we have the means to do so. And unless I'm missing something, I think we took care of business. Like, I had linebacker on my list of needs just in case you can't afford Carter, but assuming we can, that's the move, right, to re-sign him. Safety was really solid. Corner, obviously, really good too, but he is, unfortunately, normal dev, like we talked about. So, what is that ceiling looking like? It's really hard to dev up corners. It's, like, physically, not, like, develop, but they're devs themselves. The dev trade is hard to get going. Byram with 80 zone coverage, mind you. I feel like I got to start him somewhere, dude. Like, I don't know where, but he's got to start, right? Dev trade of Stark. Want to compare him to where? Bitch, where? I just want to know. 73 overall for Williams. Is he the starter? Maybe. I don't know. Next season, obviously not this season, but maybe next season if Njoku continues to regress at the rate he has. Number 87 is pretty cool. Star Dev. I was really hoping for Superstar there. I like his build. Justin Wilkerson, 74 overall hidden. If we're going to place him anywhere, it'd probably be right tackle, right, going forward. O'Neal. So let's put him at right tackle. Dev of Superstar. We talked about it. We felt it. We got a Superstar tackle now. And then Allen, who cares about? Was there? Yeah, we wanted to see where. That's about it. Everyone else don't really care too much about. But where, I am curious about. 77 overall as well. Ooh, hidden as well. I don't know what our guy's hit power is, but this guy might be better. Where might be better? He's a year younger, too. With the dev of Star. I don't know. They're very similar. They're a very good safety duo. If I really needed 2 safeties, I might have made a play to get both. Like, they both look that good. Byram, what's his hit power? Yeah, so the other guy is technically better. But hit power doesn't always mean everything. Height probably is a little bit better when you're actually playing. But in a rebuild sense, I don't think it really matters. We always talk about doing another one of those does size matter experiments, and we never do. Maybe I need to. Maybe even just a YouTube short. Whatever. Because I'm curious. Maybe even a little bilingual. I know languages. I really don't. Holy yap, just give me my upgrades already. A medium amount of... Okay, it does say ratings as well. It just doesn't specify. Let's take a look at what those ratings were. Because, once again, Dart is a normal dev. He needs every bonus he can get. Went up, I think, 1 overall, if I'm not mistaken. 1 deep, medium, and short with 3,000 XP. It's better than literally nothing. Could have had literally nothing, so we'll take it. Really wonder what that contract's going to look like, though, because he is normal, and he's not that high of an overall. But it is nice to see, not another cookie cutter, copy and paste rebuild. We actually had some variation in this one. This has not gone perfectly. There's an argument to be made that we might even finish this thing 5 seasons in with 0 playoff berths. It's a possibility. It's a scary one, but it's a real one. It is now season 4, and man, it sure would be nice to make the playoffs before this rebuild ends. We've built up from the ground up a team that, I really couldn't have exceeded much better than this, other than maybe the quarterback a little bit higher of an overall. But, Alston, I never expected to have an edge as good as Carter was going to be. I really just didn't. And Day is going to start over Delpit. Delpit's an 80 overall. I can't do it. Byram obviously is going to start. Cornerbacks, we've got so many corners. Blackstock is actually star dev now. I didn't even notice that. He must have gotten it this season. Yep, there it is, star dev. Is he corner 2? I really don't know, because I don't really love the way Newsom's played. He's an 86 overall, though, so we're going to let Blackstock play there again. Maybe he gets a superstar, and then we prop him up as the number 1, number 2, whenever Ward's gone, whatever happens there. Maybe Fox down the line. I don't know, but the team's an 86 overall. It's a playoff team. If it's not in the playoffs, I can't really explain it. All right, got a lot of money, but also a lot of players re-signed. Carter, seems like the contract's pretty fair. Igbuka obviously can't lose. Newsom, the writing was on the wall before we even simmed. Tom might even be gone because he hasn't played well, and obviously we want to pay Dart. So we're going to take out the contracts that we want to do first, and then whatever's left over, maybe we sign Igbuka, Carter, and Dart. Those are the main guys. He's got a little bit of an interest, so it shouldn't cost us too much. It's about 50 million per, which that's not 50. Math is hard. 30 million per, which is super cheap. We're going to do a 5-year 153, which gets the job done. We are going to be saving so much here. Of course, Igbuka, going to line him up pretty nicely. 5-year, no, it's a little bit more than a 5-year 138. Carter, this shouldn't be. I can't believe, though, the entire team is just not wanting to join back. I get it, right? You want to be on a winner or whatever, but this is good money, dude. We got guys coming off of rookie deals, bro. They get that much money thrown their way, they're taking the contract, especially since we're having a really good start to the year. We're looking like the playoffs. If we don't make the playoffs here, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Swinson, we're going to let him go. I don't hate that contract. The money's kind of falling apart a little bit. We got some names like Weldon and Alston to sign, so I think the guys that we said we're going to sign, and we're going to let everyone else go, including Zach Tom, sadly. But, just what can I do? It's so much money, dude. Hey, Keyshawn Alston is now an X Factor. Here we go, headed to playoffs. We are 100% in them because the division was just terrible in general, but we also had a really good year. We have 11 wins here, could go to 12. Don't think it's going to be a Okay. I was about to say, I don't think it's going to be a bye week because normally, we see, the Ravens were like 16-1 a season ago, yet 12-5 is good enough. All right. I went Packers scheme halfway through the year, a late year last year, and it didn't really, change much. But here, full season with Green Bay's offense seems to have done the trick. The team is better now, so some of it is coincidence. The playbooks definitely help, but some of it is coincidence. It's it's year 4 now. The team's pretty damn good. But we need a little nudge, and that's what Dart got here with 45 touchdowns, 8 picks, 4,300 yards. What I'll say is, when we run the Packers scheme, we do better than Jordan Love ever does. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but that's all I'm going to say. Igbuka, that's an X factor. Weldon was solid. Molden was solid. And Njoku was not the best, but good enough. 8 touchdowns is great. O-line was solid, but it doesn't matter because we're going to lose both those tackles, it seems. Edge, good combo. Not quite the year, Carter had last year, but it's amazing. Same with Alston. Hall was great. Kendricks, good tackles for loss. Great, sacks. Good year. Ward, 6 interceptions. Couple of guys with some ones, but pretty good year for him. Carty has just been bad ever since he's been here. And then Bajorquez, I feel weird about letting him go, so might actually give him that contract because he's been so good this entire time for us. MVP, number 4, believe it or not. I thought he would have been top 3, maybe even win it all. Offensive Player of the Year for Igbuka. Defensive Player of the Year at number 3. Number 6, best rookie. Number 5 for our backup running back. We really didn't start any rookies, did we? Best quarterback, Dart. Nice. Automatic dev up. Hopefully 2 dev ups. If he's not superstar, I'm going to be devastated. 9 for Doolittle for best running back. Best wide receiver at number 1 for Igbuka. Offensive lineman, number 5 and 7. Both those are starters, so they would have been legit. Best D-line, 2 and 3. Really good year there for the D-line. Best linebacker, no. Best DB should be up there. Yep, number 2 for Ward. Did not expect to see Brown up there. And then kicking, yeah, he was horrible. So clearly Carty's not going to be in the top 10. But we have a bye week in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Anything. I mean, could you imagine? No playoffs, no playoffs, no playoffs. In for the Super Bowl. You never know. Jaguars made a Super Bowl recently enough. They're 9-8, 82 overall. Not going to, glance over. I'm not going to take them too lightly, but this looks good for us. We should win this, hopefully. They did have to win to get here, though. Going to the end of the game, I actually kind of like the way that looks, though. The black background. Black back, yeah, that was right. Of the Cleveland with the super bright orange. I like that. Like Halloween colors, I think they just go hard, dude. Black and orange is just, it's crazy. As we are in a really low-scoring game, we do get that touchdown. Should put it away, and it does. Championship round. If we win a Super Bowl here, dude, I don't know what to say at that point. Dart, really good performance. Doolittle was actually really good on the ground, and his long was only 10, so very good stuff. A lot of broken tackles. Molden coming alive with 61 yards. Weldon with 67. A lot of duns going on, Sack total seemed to be pretty limited. Sort of. We had 4 of them. They had 2. Good diff there, if you will. Perfect kicking. Not our best punting, though. Although I didn't see punts inside the 20, so maybe it actually was a really good game. It was just more accuracy and pinning rather than distance. Like, really, you don't want your punter to have a really high average because that means that your team is terrible. You're playing bad on offense. As we had the Texans in the championship round, winner of the... I got to see who they played, dude. Like, no Ravens. I mean, I guess the Ravens didn't make the playoffs. But say no Ravens, no Chiefs, no... I guess who else would even be in there? No Bills? I mean, all those teams are just done. That's what I'm hearing. That is surprising. So the Chiefs got killed by the Jaguars. The Bills got, they destroyed the Raiders in fairness. And then the Texans win by 1. Really low-scoring game across the board, except for that Falcons-Eagles game. Wow, okay. I mean, teams winning some upsets in this one. I don't know if I like it or not, because we're the Browns, so we should never really be the favorites, even though we technically are. We should be kind of floating around yeah, they're good. I mean, I like them to win the game, but I don't expect anything. Versus, the Bills, we expected them to win, and then the Texans win. Oh, super upset. 13-0, we've had a couple of chances to put this game away, and even there, we're just not doing it. But thankfully, the defense is on fire. Yeah, I was about to say, it's very rare to get a shutout. Shutout or not, I don't care. 23-8, we are headed to the Super Bowl. All those years of missing the playoffs, into the playoffs, the one time we switched schemes. And it's not guaranteed. There's plenty of... oh, my Lord, Samson was terrible. Agbuka was amazing. There's, plenty of teams where we, switch to the best playbooks, whatever, and it doesn't change anything. Carter with a pick, really good kicking. Carty just coming alive in the playoffs. Hey, if you're going to suck in the regular season, but we make the playoffs and then you kill into the playoffs, that's a good trade-off to me. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times where rebuilds, we change and it just does nothing. We've had I'm pretty sure we even had a rebuild this year where we just didn't even make the playoffs at all. Or maybe we made it like the final season, got to the championship round and ended it. As we have the Cowboys, so does it really matter? Does it really matter what's going to happen? I got to see this Cowboys team because I need to see the level of wins they're having. Not just the fact that they win, but how they're winning. They beat the Lions by 16, but at this point the Lions lost like a quarter of their roster. And then we have the close game against the Panthers by 1, the Falcons by 3. I'm not saying I feel great about our odds, but I'd feel good enough to be like, yeah, throw me down for 1,000. Let's see it. Let's do it. I really wouldn't be because that's crazy money for a game where you just don't know what's going to happen. Agbuka gets to X Factor. I completely forgot, though, that Weldon didn't get to X Factor, and he's just sitting there. Of course, looking at Dart, he started to have really thought he would have got to Superstar, right? Like, QB of the year, he got him no dev-ups. He only got a dev-up for his season. I don't know what that means. Like, why is he not doubling up there? Doolittle, I mean, Dev's doing little, I'll tell you that much. Then we look at the defense, where Blake is a superstar. Also, we already knew as an X-Factor. Yeah, like we said, Blackstock tried to get him to superstar by playing that slot role again. That's how he got the dev up in the first place, and it's exactly what happens. I mean, he looks to be the cornerback 2 of the future, and then Ford regresses really hard. Number 1, and then, everyone kind of moves up from there. I believe Blake was only star. No, I think he was superstar. We didn't remember how he got it, right? We didn't figure out how, or maybe we just didn't check his dev during the draft process. I can't remember, but or the draft recap process, I should say. Yeah, let's go against these 10-7 Cowboys. Technically, the first game we're on the road. Is that going to be what does us in? For all the marbles, first time we're actually seeing that Browns logo in these games. Really good stop with that, I'm assuming, interception. Fumble looked like a takeaway. 14-10. It is a close game. Huge takeaway again is really the difference in this one for us so far, as we're not really playing that well, but the defense is giving us short fields. We're taking advantage. It's an 8-point game, and that, I think, will do it. No playoffs, no playoffs, no playoffs. Into the playoffs and a Super Bowl all in 1 year. Once again, you could play the damn Chiefs playbooks, and there is no guarantees that you're going to win it all. I mean, we had it. I can't remember what rebuild. Was it the Eagles rebuild? One of the rebuilds where the Bills were just winning everything. I'm like, you could not beat them. Their defense was unbelievable. Their offense, it was good enough. And they were just unbeatable. Simply unbeatable. But here we are. Packers offense, Bills defense. Making it happen in year 4, that magical year. Like, I feel like you're good in year 2, no matter what the rebuild. Well, not maybe every rebuild, but a lot of rebuilds were kind of okay in year 2. Year 3 is like, okay, we should probably make the playoffs. We usually do, sometimes don't, like we did in this one, or didn't in this one, I should say. And then year 4 is like, okay, let's do it. We are ready to go. But that doesn't always work out. But this time it did. Dart was great throughout the playoffs. He's great throughout this rebuild, really. I mean, even when we were struggling, even when he was, rocking the Browns scheme, he was still putting up good seasons. 26 touchdowns, what was it, 12, 13 picks, 30-some hundred yards in his rookie year. That's not bad, especially for the Browns. It's like, top 5 rookie performance from them, and they've had a lot of rookie quarterback starts, so that is saying something. But yeah, it's such a strange one, you kind of need to see there was no funny business. Super strange. I try to, because no one cares, but I try to not do that stuff, but at the same time, when you got a weird one like this where you just miss so many times and then you finally make it and then you win it all, yeah, it's maybe something you want to look at. Show you the scheme and all that in case you wanted to copy it and you're doing your own rebuild, whatever. You guys suggest a lot of different playbooks and schemes and all that you guys say works for you, and most of the time it doesn't work for me. I don't know. This is the most fair, good scheme I can think of. The Bills seem a little bit too strong for sack numbers, but we did have really good players, right? 30-some sacks for this duo is not out of the realm of possibility. They are good. We have seen edge rush duos that are worse than this by a lot do better than that. So I think that's super fair. They're both in the 90s. They're both, X factors. They're both really good. And then offensively, Green Bay with West Coast zone, it's strong. It's not best in the league rushing numbers usually or best in league passing numbers, but it's like top 10 both most of the time. So I like it. Obviously, those are good things to have, good things to want. Let's take a look at the team now, though. Jackson Dart. Let's see what his accuracies look like. So his short accuracy is lacking a little bit. His deep accuracy not much better, but medium, very solid. Throw power is good enough. Very smart quarterback is what we're seeing here. Not the best in accuracy, not the best in throw power, but very smart. Then we have Weldon, who ended up as a 90 overall. I got to say, honestly, I can't say that was a good move. I really can't. I will take a look at Jerry Jeudy right now. He's probably like 83 overall or something. But can I even say this is a good move? I don't know. Because, yes, he outlasted Jerry Jeudy, but he didn't get as high of an overall as I thought. He's been on the team for 3 years now, and he's only a 90 overall. He started as an 81. I don't know. Like, Buke, 92 overall, and he was kind of the number 2 for the majority of this thing, yet he really was truly the number 1. Then we have little Doolittle, Mr. Von Doolittle, a very high overall of 88 is that? 88. Very good juke move, spin move, change directions, getting there, break tackles, getting there, great carrying, ball carrier vision, athleticism's all good. Just still stuck in normal, unfortunately. What about Mr. Molden? Nah, I'm not even going to look at him. I was going to, but yeah, there's no point. And Njoku, he's an 85 overall. He's regressed, but we got, we could afford everyone. We were able to keep him. I think it was worth it in the end. Is there anyone? I mean, I guess I'll look at Coleman because he was a part of like the trade we made. I've actually seen a potential Brandon Coleman trade comp, so you never know. But yeah, really good guard build. So not a bad move to move him there. I can't lie. But let's take a look at defense now, where the safeties. That was one of the biggest battles we had in this rebuild. I mean, a lot of the rebuilds lately, and really just all year long. Just those damn safeties, man. They're so hard to develop in general. They're hard to get dev ups for. They're hard to find hidden dev, star plus dev. And then you have, they're young and they're regressing like they're old. Like, I don't know what to do there. I don't get it. I don't really get it, but Day looks pretty good. He's not really progressing as much as I'd hope. Byram sort of progressing a bit better. I mean, 5 overalls in a season's pretty good. Joke, really did not think we were going to keep him. I mean, there was a good chance, we would have let him go if that contract didn't happen. We'd probably ask for $33 million franchise tag, and I would have been like, yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. But ended up taking the contract, and it worked out in the end. He's a Super Bowl champion with this Cleveland Browns team. Blake, unbelievable coverage ratings. Man coverage, zone coverage is all good. Catching solid. Press, unfortunately, is pretty bad, but Superstar Dev, really good. Then Carter, one of the balanced guys. Kind of like the next Trenton Simpson, Edgerrin Cooper type of Madden glow up. He almost always develops well. Kind of how that was for last Madden doing draft classes with the real classes, and the year before that. Just kind of reminds me of those. But Ward, 91 overall. He's regressing, but he's still good. He is really good in press man and not bad at zone at all. At 88 zone, I guess he hasn't regressed yet. He's going to still. Let's take a look now at the other corner. Newsome, definitely looking to replace him. Even though the contract's not bad, I would actually probably, in this case, because we have some money, keep him on a 1 year and just move him down. Maybe he gets a superstar, devs up one extra. But Blackstock at 84 overall, superstar dev, you'd want to, prop him up as the number 1 now because he has a way higher ceiling, can last a little bit longer since he's younger, obviously. Then we move on to the D-line. Mr. Abdul Carter ends up as a 99 overall. I mean, better than Myles Garrett. It's crazy to say, but true, right? That is, he's basically 99 everything with more speed than Myles, which is kind of crazy to even be able to say that, but he's ridiculous. It was worth the move. It simply was. Alston, Keyshawn Alston, 90 overall. Pretty damn good. He's not as good, obviously, as Abdul Carter, but not really starting out as the finesse type, so understandably. But he's still good. Obviously still good. DTs are starting to get there. Mike Hall, super favorable contract. It's like a 6-year 120. It's $20 million per. I mean, with the NFL, he would definitely be holding out at some point. With the NFL, the salary cap going up and up. He is being paid way less than his overall, kind of should be. And then Kendricks, the 84 overall, super young still, plenty of time. Great block check, great finesse, solid power move, super strong, athletic, great tackle, very solid player. And then special teamers, you'll see the overall, but you're not going to see much more than that. Cardi, maybe you will, actually, because 80 overall for Cardi, that's 4 overalls. 97 kick power, 85 accuracy. I think he starts at 95, 96 kick power, so he might have gained 1 or 2. Not 100% sure, but I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Then Bejorquez, he's always good. He's always a guy we go for in our rebuilds. Just so happened to be here already. But anyways, that is going to be it for this rebuild. Definitely got off to a pretty slow start. I think we drafted well throughout, and then free agency, we really weren't allowed to go for anyone, but we got a couple of linemen. I think we were kind of fixing the O-line for a while with free agency. That was our big kind of splashes each year, which I think is not a bad idea. O-liners so hit or miss where you get somebody in free agency that's already been there, done that. Maybe you get yourself a pretty solid, dependable guy. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. If you guys have a suggestion for which rebuild you'd like to see next, let me know in the comment section below. I know there's been some dart suggestions. I don't know if you guys want to see more, as we've done it here and it didn't work out, but maybe it goes to a different team. It does. Who knows? But yeah, probably no video tomorrow, but back with another rebuild on Thursday, trying to set up a new franchise soon enough, especially since our Patriots franchise is on to the Super Bowl. Don't know if we're going to do anything past the Super Bowl. I might be done with that after that, or maybe we'll do like a kind of quarterly season series of that Patriots franchise, just to see one season after the Super Bowl with all those players being gone, what kind of team we'd have. But overall, I think that franchise is just about done. Considering how many episodes there's been in, and this is like the first year of us doing like 2 games per episode, I think the franchise went a lot longer than any other franchise, which I do enjoy. It's nice to see, a super long-term franchise, but yeah, I think it's almost done for that one. Regardless, as always, there'll be content throughout the week. Maybe check out the second channel, PKR Plays, for Batman. Been playing that game a bit. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate the support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, PKR. And like I said, PKR Plays for non-Madden content. Maybe subscribe. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll let you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya. And as always, shout out to the members of the channel. Brand new member, Resi2K. Welcome to the membership squad. Appreciate y'all for subscribing and, of course, doing the extra, which is joining the memberships. Really means a ton. For anyone that hasn't become a member already, maybe think about clicking that join button. You know, seeing all the details in there. We have a bunch of members-only rebuilds, a couple of other non-rebuild videos. Of course, for you, Resi, you know, check out the rebuilds if you haven't already. And anyone that hasn't, of course, member or not, appreciate y'all for watching, and see ya!